It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Salt Beer Factory, and it's a can of their Ikat double dry hopped double IPA, coming in at 8% ABV. Lovely looking can, 440 milliliter can, £3 in Tesco. They're based in Saltaire. Without further ado, let's get the can out into a glass, see what we get. Saltaire, they've got two fantastic breweries now up in Saltaire. This is my first actual salt beer without being a collaboration with somebody else. I've had some beers with salt from Overtone Brewing Company, Magic Rock, and now, yeah, this is their Ikat double IPA, double dry hop double IPA, 8% ABV. Look at that. Look at that beer. Two finger white head. It's I'm going to say it's not like fully pale. There's a touch of amber going on in there. A little bit of amber. But yeah, hazy, oaty looking beer. What the brewer does, they add some oats into the beer to get this lovely hazy creamy look to it, which is all the rage for the last 3 or 4 years in the beer industry. Everybody wants to brew hazy beer. Let's get the aroma on this one, and we'll talk about the Tesco new range, and we'll talk about everything else in a moment, but I'm really excited just to get my nose into this for the moment. It smells fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Puts a smile on my face. Okay, I'm ready to talk. The reason why I got a smile on my face is because to get an 8% double dry hopped double IPA at £3 a can, to look like this so fat and to smell like this, the aroma to be so pungent with lots of hops coming through is a fantastic achievement. It really is a fantastic achievement. That price point, that £3 price point for a beer that looks and smells like this is just wonderful. I've not tried it yet, I've not tasted it, but so far, fantastic. So, orange peel, passion fruit, mango, grapefruit, tangerine, bit of nectarine, pineapple. Just amazing. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Wow. Wow. Just I'm going to put my level head on. I'm going to put my level head on and be very sensible. Be very sensible with this. It's lovely. The smoothness, how this beer drinks is just incredible. Just incredibly smooth and silky. Nice bitterness now coming on the back end. A little bit of sweetness from the malt. Mango, tropical fruit, grapefruit. It's all there. It's all there. Touch of warmth, as it's 8% ABV, so you've got a touch of warmth as the beer slides down the throat into the pit of the stomach. You can feel that alcohol warming going on, which I like. I'm not going to hide behind that fact. I like the fact that yes, it's 8% ABV. It's hidden the taste of the alcohol very, very well. You just get that warming, that little kind of warm cuddle from the inside out from your beer. It's mainly mango, passion fruit, and a bit of tangerine, I would say, with a touch of kind of spicy, peppery, grapefruit, bitter finish on the back end. £3 in Tesco as part of the new range of beer that's just launched into Tesco's as of towards the end of April 2020. Go and check it out in your big Tesco store. have a look. Pick some of this stuff up. It's good. It's good. It's really good. If you're new to craft beer, if this is your first kind of double IPA at 8% ABV, so IPA, American IPA starts at around 6% ABV. American double IPA generally kind of kicks in at about 8% ABV. They're the old school kind of guidelines as how to gauge a double IPA is about 8% ABV. So I'm glad Salt have hit that nail on the head, really, that they've gone, this is 8%. We know what we're doing. It's very, very good. It's very, very good for the price point. It really is a very, very good beer for the price point. However, and this is my however moment. If I went to, say, an independent bottle shop and picked this up for £5 or £6 or £7, then I'd be disappointed. What I'm trying to explain to you guys is that it's very, very good for a £3 can of beer. It's very, very good. It hits the nail on the head. It really is flavoursome and juicy, but it's just, I'm trying to be relative. I'm trying to be, there's a lot of people out there watching who've watched the channel for a long time. The new guys, I've just spoken to the new guys, I've just explained IPA, double IPA, the strengths and the ABVs and everything else if you're new to beer. So now I'm going to kind of take that hat off and grab another hat, the experienced craft beer drinker hat, and I've just put that on. And this is for you guys. Some of you guys are very, very, and I found out in my mind I've worked out what I want to say about this beer. Some of you guys are willing to spend quite easily £5, £6, £7 on a can of really good beer. And if you guys bought this for that amount of money, I think you would be generally saying, it's a 6 out of 10 type of thing. It's good, but it's not great. It's not worth that £5, £6, £7 for a can of for this can of beer. It's just not. And again, this is for the your £5, £6, £7 a can of craft beer man. This is for you. It's just not blowing enough out. The aroma is not. It's not flying out the glass like how it would for, say, something from Pressure Drop or something from Cloudwater or Verdant. It's not flying out the glass at you. And the flavours, although they're very, very good, it's like it's been they pulled the lever and they've kind of like slowed things down a bit, if that makes any sense. It's not like whoa, mango, tropical fruit and bursting with flavour. So that's done. I've covered that. I've covered the fact that it's not a bottle shop £5, £6, £7 can of beer. And some of you might be standing here at this very point but saying, no, of course not, of course not. This has been made for Tesco for £3. And this is where I'm going to go, it's amazing for a £3 can of beer. It really is. The amount of hops that they've got into this beer. This might be confusing for some. You might be really, really confused going, hang on a minute, he's just saying there wasn't enough hops, but that was for a more expensive kind of beer. For the price point, for that £3 price point, for that £3 price point, it hits the nail on the head. It hits on the nail on the head. So what I'm trying to basically say here is that you get what you pay for. You get what you pay for in life. And I'm kind of like, I'm starting to wish I didn't go into it. I've gone into it, I've done it, I've said it. I don't do any editing on the video, I just chop the end off and chuck it onto YouTube. I've given you guys my opinion. I feel like I might have muddied the water a bit. I might have kind of muddled your brains a bit by what I'm trying to say, but I like the ranges of beer. I like the price point. I like the fact that you can walk in your Tesco and see like a wall of beer either side, 2 walls of beer, and it's like, whoa, it's great to be alive in 2020. But I also kind of feel sorry for the man in the bottle shop a little bit, who has been going since probably 2012 and been selling these beers at fantastic price points for the quality of the beer. I hope we can live side by side. I hope there's people getting into craft beer by what Tesco are offering, enjoying it. It's very enjoyable. It's very enjoyable. I think I've stressed that enough. But then dipping their toes into like a pressure drop or a Verdant or a Other Half or something from Siren or something, you know, the next stepping stone into the world of craft beer. I'm gonna rate it. I'm gonna read the back of the can. I don't know, this might have been I'm not gonna say messy. I'm not gonna say a messy beer review, but for some, especially if you're new to craft beer, for some that might have been a really confusing beer review. You might be standing there going, scratching your head going, what has he been saying for the last 10 minutes? And then there'll be other people, experienced craft beer drinking, going, I know exactly what he's talking about. I know exactly, from the moment he started talking about it, I know exactly what he's talking about. Right, Salt Beer Factory. Standing on the shoulders of giants, Salt is a microbrewery on a mission to unify heritage and modern brewing. Our homeland, the UNESCO village of Saltaire, was built by a super progressive pioneer of workers' rights in the 1800s. To adopt the same progressive spirit through our modern brewing styles, the inspiration of our forefathers can be seen in our name, throughout our brewery, and the textile terms used to name our beers. So it's probably an old clothes factory or something, or maybe an old salt factory, maybe. Saltaire, yeah, Saltaire. Salt is probably an old salt factory from an old salt mine or something, maybe, or maybe it was a clothes factory. There it is. Anyway, there's a picture of it. You've got to go there in Saltaire. It's up in Yorkshire there. I'm going to rate it. Sorry if you're like standing here scratching your heads going, what has he been saying for the last 10 minutes? I hope I've made sense to the people who have tuned in. I hope you kind of worked out that. Let's just rate it as a £3 can of double dry hop double IPA, shall we? Looks good. Smells nice. Fantastic mouthfeel, creamy, oaty, creamy mouthfeel. For the money, for the price, it's a 9 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers. I'm back. I've worked out. I just literally stood back against that counter for 20 seconds and the light bulb moment came. Right. If I was reviewing mobile phones, I'm reviewing beer and food. But if I was reviewing mobile phones, I would be talking at this point about the mid-range smartphone. The mid-range smartphone. It's not £1,000 smartphone. It's not like high-end £1,000 smartphone. It might be a £500 smartphone. And that £500 smartphone does most of the things that the £1,000 smartphone does, but not quite as good. And that's the best way of describing what I've been trying to say for the last 10 minutes, is that maybe we should coin a term. Mid-range beer? Mid-range smart, they call it a mid-range smartphone. You should call it mid-range beer. New term, come up with it. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, stone the crows. Boom! Cheers.